Thank you for watching Your Money. We are here learning more about coffee, how to save money on coffee, make better coffee at home so you don't have to go to the stores. And we have Jackson O'Brien here. He's a coffee ambassador from Peace Coffee. And right now we're going to be talking about cold brew, which is becoming really popular, and it gets expensive outside the home, but
Absolutely.
You can make it at home.
Yeah, absolutely, you can make it at home. There's a lot of things that people like to go out to the cafe to get, and I think that a lot of people like to go out to the cafe, go out to the coffee shop to get them because they think that it is impossible to make something that is that delicious in their home. And I am a big fan of going to the cafe. I'm a big fan of going to the cafe because you want to catch up with a friend, or you want to be a part of your local community. You go to the local coffee shop, you hang out with the people you're mingling or regular. If you just want to make something delicious, you can make something delicious at home very easily, just with some very limited amount of tools and investment. So this is a Toddy cold brew maker. It's very simple. All it is just this little bucket. It's got a plug in the bottom and this little felt filter. And what you do is you take a whole bag of coffee. I recommend our Yeti cold brew blend for this. Put the whole thing in there, ground coarsely, and add 2 liters of water, let it sit overnight, and then take the plug out of the bottom and drain it into this carafe. And this gives you about 1.5 liters of cold brew concentrate. Now the cold brew concentrate is key because normally you cut cold brew concentrate with water to make black cold brew, but you can also cut it with other things to make delicious, sweet, milky luxury beverages like what I'm about to do right now. So what I'm going to do is I took this, like I said, this was made with 1 bag of cold brew, and I'm going to put that in right up to the level of this ice level in this pint glass that is around 3/4 of the way full of ice. Then I'm going to add just up to the top with my oat milk. And then I'm going to add just about a tablespoon or so of simple syrup. You can make this at home very easily. It's just water and sugar. Boil it together, put it in a little bottle. And if I'm making it extra fancy, just throw a couple drops of vanilla extract in there.
Oh, nice.
Make yourself a nice little cold, creamy, sweet beverage. And that's a little treat you can have at the home, or you can take it in a little Go cup.
Nice.
And take it with you rather than going through the drive-thru at the cafe.
I've always wondered with cold brew, is there a type of roast that works better? Is it, light, medium, or dark roast? So what do you use?
The thing about cold brew is it really accentuates a lot of the aromas present in coffee, but it really dials down the bitterness and the acidity present in coffee. And so you want something that has where it doesn't rely on some like natural delicate brightness. You want something that really has that wonderful nose to it. So a darker roast, something with a little more development, something with some more chocolatey or caramelly notes, rather than some lighter fruity or caramel notes is what you want to go with. Generally speaking, that's my opinion, but the opinions may vary.
And with how long you're steeping it, like in your fridge, is there a magic number? Is it like 18 hours, 24 hours, or if you go really long, does that make it better or worse?
I find that if you take your coffee, you grind it coarse, and you stick it in the fridge, get it good and saturated, it'll stop extracting at around 8 hours in the fridge, and you can leave it in there if you really don't want to mess with it. But you don't need to. It's not going to over-extract ever. I know people who say, oh, I made cold brew and I brewed it for 72 hours over the course of a weekend and now it's maximum strength. It's like, it's not any more strong than anything you made over the night, but it's also not going to hurt it either.
Okay, very cool. So the extra time doesn't really add too much to it.
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for teaching us a little bit more about cold brew, and thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, happy to be here.